Hello everyone, I am Divya, your math facilitator. In this video, we shall discuss the most important questions of exercise 7.1, chapter name is coordinate geometry. So, as a part of Zero to Hero series, we have been discussing the most important questions of each chapter, and as a part of it, we completed two parts of this chapter. And now, today, we shall discuss from question number 7. And if you are liking this agenda of my sessions, then do like the video right now and share the channel with all your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new, because you are going to have much useful content coming up. Okay, so let's start the session. So question number 7, show that the points -4, -7, -1, 2, 8, 5 and 5, -4 are the vertices of a rhombus, and also find its area. Okay, so this is one of the important model of question. So wherein I'm just taking this point as A, this point as B, this is C and this is D. So diagonal, what is the property of a diagonal? Firstly, to find anything, you should know the property. So property of a diagonal is nothing but property of a rhombus is nothing but all the sides are equal. In a rhombus, all sides are equal, right? So a similar question we have done, wherein you have to find that these points, the 4 points are given to you, and you have to find if the points belong to a square or not. So there you will also find that all sides are equal. Second point is, you will say that the diagonals are also equal, because in a square diagonals are also equal. So that is two extra points you will do. But here for rhombus, it is enough, it is sufficient to prove that the sides are equal. Clear? So rhombus figure is this way. So you have a rhombus in this way, right? So in a rhombus, all sides are equal. So suppose this is point A, B, C and D. So point A is -4, -7, B is -1, 2, C is 8, 5 and D is 5, -4. So if you can prove that all sides are equal, then we can say that this is a rhombus, right? So let's do that. So firstly, I'm just finding what is the length of the side AB. So AB is equals to, so what is the distance formula? It is nothing but root over distance between any 2 points, if you want, that is root over x2 minus x1, x coordinates, subtract, you'll difference of x coordinate and you'll square it, plus, and then you'll find the difference of the y coordinates and you will square it. Okay, so x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is equals to root over, let us take these 2 points now, a, b. So I'm just taking this point as x1 y1, x2 y2. Okay, so it is x2 minus of minus 4. Okay, so x2 minus x1, x2 is -1, x1 is -4. So -1 minus of -4 gives you -1 plus 4 whole square, plus y2 minus y1, y2 is 2 and y1 is -7. So 2 minus of -7 gives you +7. Okay, so I'm just eliminating one step here. I'm writing it directly. So this is root over -1 plus 4 is 3. So you have a 3 square plus 2 plus 7 is 9. So 9 square. So this is nothing but root over. So 3 square is 9 plus 9 square is 81. So you will get it as root 90. So root 90 is the length of the side AB. So this root 90 you can write as root 9 into 10, or that is nothing but root 9 into root 10. So it is 3 root 10. Like in the previous session, I told you how to do this, isn't it? So you can do in that way. And let's take the next side. You have found AB. Let's find what is BC. So BC is equals to root over, so these 2 points, isn't it? So 8 minus of -1 gives you +1. So 8 plus 1 whole square plus 5 minus 2 whole square. So 8 plus 1 whole square is nothing but 9 square, plus 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 square. Again you got it as 3 square, 9 square. Here the first one, and here the second one is also 3 square plus 9 square. So the answer will be 3 root 10. Okay, let's see the next one. Let's find what is CD. CD is equals to, CD is equals to these 2 points. Okay, so 8 minus 5 root over 8 minus 5 the whole square plus 5 minus of -4. 5 minus of -4 gives you 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4 whole square. So that is equals to root. This is again 8 minus 5 is 3. So 3 square plus 5 plus 4 is 9. So 3 square plus 9 square gives you again root 90. So that is 3 root 10. Okay, so all you are getting the same value, 3 root 10, 3 root 10 and 3 root 10. Let us find out the last one is dA. So dA is equals to root over, so these two, 5 minus of minus 4 is 5 plus 4. So 5 plus 4 the whole square plus 4 minus 4 minus of minus 4 minus of minus 7 is plus 7. So this is nothing but root over 9 square plus 3 square. This is again 3 root 10. So all the sides, AB is 3 root 10, BC is 3 root 10, CD is 3 root 10 and DA is 3 root 10. So all the sides are equal and hence the given figure is a rhombus. But if in the question they are asking you to prove that the given figure is a square, then you will do that all the sides are equal. You have to firstly find the distance of all the sides. Second point is you will also find the distance, the length of the diagonal, nothing but the distance between the diagonal points. Okay, so here you see diagonals are nothing but AC and BD. Diagonal is nothing but the line joining the opposite vertex. Okay, for A, C is the opposite vertex and for B, D is the opposite vertex. So BD is a diagonal, AC is a diagonal. Okay, but here you don't have to prove that diagonals are equal. For a square you will have to prove. But here one more extra point it is asked is you have to find its area. Now what is the area of a rhombus? Area of a rhombus is nothing but half d1 d2. Area of a rhombus is half d1 d2. Now d1 and d2 are nothing but the lengths of the two diagonals, first diagonal and second diagonal. So obviously I want the length of the diagonal, isn't it? So let us find what are the lengths of the diagonal. Here diagonal is AC. So AC is nothing but root over, A point is minus 4, okay, and C is 8. So I can write this as 8 minus of minus 4, 8 plus 4 whole square plus what is this y coordinates, 5 minus of minus 7 whole square. So 5 plus 7 whole square. So this is nothing but root over 8 plus 4 is 12 square plus 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 gives you again 12. So 12 square. So this you are getting it as root over 12 square plus 12 square is nothing but 144 plus 144, or I can write this as root over 2 times 144, isn't it? So that is nothing but root over 2 times 144 is nothing but 12 square. So this is nothing but 12, here square and square gets cancelled. You have root 2 into 12. So I can write this as 12 root 2. Now see the next diagonal. Next diagonal is BD. So BD is equals to BD also I can write it as these are the 2 points minus 1 2 and 5 4. So 5 minus of minus 1 is 5 plus 1 whole square plus here you have minus 4 minus 2. Minus 4 minus 2 whole square y coordinates. Okay, so minus 4 minus 2 whole square, that is equals to root over 5 plus 1 is 6, so 6 square plus this is minus 6 square. So this is nothing but 6 square plus minus 6 square. I can write this as 2 times 6 square, similar to this step. 12 square plus 12 square, we can write 2 times 12 square. So 6 square plus minus 6 square. Minus 6 square or 6 square is gives you the same 36. Hai na? 6 square is 36, minus 6 whole square is also 36. So this I can write it as root 2 into root 6 square. So these two gets cancelled, square and square root. So you have 6 root 2. So the diagonal's length are nothing but one diagonal length is 12 root 2 and the other diagonal is 6 root 2. So that is equals to half d1 is 12 root 2 multiplied by d2 is 6 root 2. That is equals to half d1 is 12 multiplied by 6. Now root 2 into root 2 gives you 1 2. This 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So your square, the area of a rhombus is 72 square units. Don't forget to mention the square units in the examination, otherwise you will lose your marks, right? Very easy question, but it will be asked for a essay question. So be careful. The important property is you will show that the sides are equal and then you have to find the area. So for area, you are finding what are the distance, the length of the diagonals, and then you are substituting. Next question, find the point. Now, see, I have done seventh question. Eighth question, I'm not doing it because it is not so important. You rarely find it in your examination. So let's move on to ninth question. Ninth question is really important. This is very important model. And that rhombus and square, which I explained you just now, are also really important. Now find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2 minus 5 and minus 2 9. So you need to find a point on x-axis. So always point on x-axis. Point on x-axis is of the form. Can you tell me what is the point on x-axis? It can be of the form x comma 0. The y coordinate will be 0. Okay, so any point you take on x-axis, it will be of the form x comma 0. Right? So let us use this. Use this single important concept. Any point on x-axis is of the form x comma 0. So I'm taking let the point, we need the point on x-axis, so I'm just taking the point on x-axis is of the form x comma 0. So now this point I'm taking it as P, so this point is equidistant from these 2 points. Okay, so let this point be A and let this point be B. Now this point P is equidistant from these 2 points. That means suppose you have this point P x comma 0 here. So you have a point A here and a point B, for example. So these 2 points, so PB and distance between PB and PA is same. Clear? So these 2 points are equidistant from this point. That means the distances are equal. So I can say PA distance is equals to PB. Right? So that is nothing but, now let us write what is PA. P is x comma 0 and A is 2 comma minus 5. So it is nothing but root over x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus of minus 5 is 5 square is equals to root over PB. It is x minus of minus 2 is x plus 2 whole square. This is x and here in B you have minus 2 as the first coordinate. So x minus of minus 2 is x plus 2 plus 0 minus 9 is minus 9 whole square. That is equals to, now let us square on both the sides because you have roots on both the sides, isn't it? So squaring on both the sides, what will we get? You will get x minus 2 whole square. We are squaring, so square root gets cancelled. Plus 5 square is 25 is equals to x plus 2 whole square plus minus 9 square is 81. So that is equals to, now this is like a minus b whole square formula. So a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, plus 25 is equals to a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab gives you 4x plus 81. So now here you have x square and x square gets cancelled. You have plus 4 and plus 4 gets cancelled. So what is remaining here? You have minus 4x is equals minus 4x plus 25. Here you have minus 4x plus 25 is equals to 4x plus 81. Let us take all the x terms to one side. So you have minus 4x, this plus 4x I'm just taking to LHS, transposing to LHS, you have minus 4x. Plus 4x transposing to LHS, you have minus 4x is equals to 81 minus 25. Right? So minus 4x is nothing but minus 8x is equals to 81 minus 25 is how much? 81 minus 25 gives me, chalo, it gives me 56. Okay, so what is x? X is minus 56 divided by 8. This 8 I am transposing into, minus 8 I am transposing into RHS. So now 8 ones are 8 sevens are, so x is equals to minus 7. You have a minus, please don't forget that. So x is equals to minus 7. Now the point we have taken as x comma 0. So in the place of x you can substitute minus 7. So it is minus 7 comma 0. Clear with this question? This is really important question. Let's move on to the next one. If the distance between the points x7 and 1, 5 is 10, distance between these 2 points, suppose this is point A and this is point B. Okay, let us take this as point A and this as point B. Distance between AB is 10 units. So you need to find the value of x. Clear? So let us write root over. What is the distance formula? Root over. Let this be x1, y1, x2, y2. So x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square is 10. Okay, so let us square on both the sides to remove the square root. So you have 1 minus x whole square plus minus 2 whole square is 10 square. Right? So 1 plus x square, a minus b whole square form, minus 2x plus minus 2 whole square is 4 is equals to 10 square is 100. Okay, so you have x square minus 2x. So 1 plus 4 is 5. So 5 minus 100. I am transposing 100 to LHS. So you have minus 100 equals to 0. So x square minus 2x minus 100 plus 5. Minus 100 plus 5 gives you minus 95 equals to 0. Right? So this is minus 95 is equals to 0. Yeah, here the point has to be 15. This is 15. Just check your textbooks. So this point is 1 comma 15. Okay, so here we have it as 15 here. So 15 means 15 minus 7 will give you 8. Okay, so it will give you plus 8. So you have 8 square is nothing but 64, and 64 plus 1 is 65, and here the final step, yes, 65 65 minus 100 gives you minus 35. So now you got a quadratic equation. So you have x square minus 2x minus 35 equals to 0, right? So yes. So now let's factorize this. Let's factorize this. What are the factors of this? Here a coefficient is 1. So 1 into 35. 1 into minus 35 gives you minus 35. Factors of this are 7 5s are minus 35. 7 5s are minus 35 you'll get. But for one term I need a minus. Should I keep it for 7 or 5? Here you see middle term is a negative term. So I'll keep it for the bigger number. Now see minus 7 plus 5 gives you minus 2. Yes, so the combination is minus 5 and plus 7. So x square minus 7x plus 5x minus 35 equals to 0. From these two, x is common. So take common. So x minus 7 you get, and from these two, 5 is common. So x minus 7 you will get again. Again, from these two terms, x minus 7 is common. So you're left out with x plus 5 equals to 0. So x is equals to 7 or x is equals to minus 5. Simple your quadratic equations chapter you'll apply here, right? X equals to 7 or minus 5, both are the correct answers. Chalo, let's move on to the next question. Yes, this is a similar question. Now see the question here. If the distance between the points A, B is 10. So find the value of x. And here also find the values of y, for which the distance between P and Q is 10 units. Okay, so distance between PQ is 10 units. This is an important model. Please practice. So PQ is 10 units. So what is the distance PQ? So it is 10 minus 2 the whole square. Okay, 10 minus 2 the whole square plus y minus of minus 3 is y plus 3 the whole square is 10. Now square it. So 10 minus 2 is nothing but 8 square plus y plus 3 whole square is equals to, squaring on both the sides you have 10 square. Okay. So solve this, you'll get the value of y, and the value of y you have to get is, I'll tell you the answer. So you will have to do this yourself. Value of 9 will be 3 or minus 9. Similar to this question, you will have a quadratic equation in terms of y, and you'll get the value of y. Okay. So do solve it, and are you getting the answer as 3 and minus 9? Do mention it in the comment section, right? So do practice it. This is really an important problem. Let's move on to the next one. Yes. Find the radius of the circle whose center is 3, 2 and passes through minus 5, minus 6. So you have a circle. Okay, the center of the circle, this is 3, 2. Okay, center is 3, 2 and the circle is passing through a point. Suppose this is the point P. The point is minus 5, 6. You need to find the radius. What is the definition of radius? Radius is nothing but it is a distance between. It is the distance between the center and any point on the circle, isn't it? So a line joining the center at any point of the circle is radius, and you have to find the radius. That means you have to find the measurement of the radius, nothing but the distance between these two points. Clear? So if you can find OP, that is nothing but the radius. So let me write it here. Understood? So simple logic if you will have to use. Once you get the logic, all these problems are really easy. So radius is nothing but OP, and the distance between the center and the point on the circle is radius. So it is nothing but root over. So you have the 2 points here. This is center and this is the point P. This is the point P. Yes, this is the point P. So let me write it here as 3. X2 is 3. So 3 minus of minus 5 is plus 5. So 3 plus 5 whole square plus 2 minus 6 whole square. So that is nothing but root over 3 plus 5 is 8 square plus, and this is also minus 8 square. So this I can write as root over 8 square plus 8 square. Similar to one question we solved, isn't it? In diagonals we solved it. So yes, wherever you have 12 square plus 12 square, it is nothing but 2 times 12 square. Yes, 6 square plus 6 square is 2 times 6 square, and you can write it in this way. So yes, here also let us do the same thing. Here you have 8 square plus 8 square. So this I can write as 2 times 8 square. Separate the roots. So root 2 into root is 8 square. So square and square root gets cancelled. So you have 8 root 2 as the radius. This is the radius. Clear? Yes. Radius is here. So you can write it as 8 root 2, or you can also write it as, now see, this is nothing but you can write this as yes, you have 8 square plus 8 square. Yes. Here this is nothing but this one thing you just check. This is nothing but 6. 2 minus 6 is 4. 2 minus 6 is 4. Here we did a mistake. 2 minus 6 is 4. So let me write this. Yes. 2 minus 6 is 4. So 4 square. 4 square gives you 16. Isn't it? So this I should write it in this way. So you cannot write it as 8 square plus 8 square. Chalo. So this is nothing but, yes, 8 square plus 2 minus 6 is 4 square. Okay, 2 minus 6 is 4 and you have a square. So 8 square is 64 plus 4 square is 16. So this is nothing but 64 plus 16 will give you how much? It will give you 80, right? So 6 plus 4 is 10 and you have 8. So it gives you 80. Now 80 you can write it as 16 fives are 80. Okay, 16 fives are 80. This is nothing but root 16 into root 5. Root 16 is nothing but 4. You have root 5. So these many units is the radius. Okay, so as I have done simple small mistake like 2 minus 6, I have written it as 8. So these mistakes, if you can avoid it in your board exams, it will be superb and you will get full marks. And yes, and I'm very sure in board exams you will not do these mistakes. So these problems are really important, and these are the different model problems which you can expect from this chapter. This is a really easy chapter based on one single concept. This entire exercise is based on the distance formula. So if you're perfect with the formula, now how to apply? These are the different situations. Like in last video, we discussed to prove a triangle is an isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle. Now in this video, we discussed to prove how to prove that the vertices are a rhombus, a square, now the radius of a circle. So all these are really important, and this model is also important. Now 2 points are given to you, one of the coordinate is not given to you and the distance is given, you have to find the other coordinate. So do this as a DIY question and mention me what answer you are getting. Are you getting the same answer or not in the comment section below, and I'll see you in my next video. So thank you for watching and share the channel to all your friends. Let's expand our family and like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.